YouTube. It is Mike. It has been quite a while since I have had the desire to do anything. Massive depression, anxiety, all that good stuff kind of took its toll on me. As you can see, I don't shave too much anymore. Just kidding. I shave 3 times a week, I guess, but I haven't had to do any in your face interviews or anything the last week, so I've just kind of let my skin take a break. But I'm back to buying movies once in a while. Not the wild and craziness of the pre-COVID era, but I still do pick up a movie here and there. So I think I'm going to talk about them. Maybe talk a little crap. I don't know. Maybe it's time for me to not always be nice about what I do and don't like. One thing that I did pick up from Bull Moose is the movie Trap. It's a trap. I liked this one okay. I will say that M. Night Shyamalan's daughter annoyed me to distraction a few times, but that's all right. I really do like Josh Hartnett, and it was good to see him in this kind of evilish role. Really didn't. It was pretty good. It's not great. It's nowhere near a perfect movie, but it was fun. It was one of the first times that I had went to a theater in a while to actually see a movie, and then I kind of got on a roll. So the next movie that I picked up, once again from Bull Moose, is The Substance with Demi Moore. This one does come with a slipcover, so everything is pretty much the same, just different angles and different colors. But yeah, this one was another one that I liked. I love Demi Moore, and it's good to see her actually out there taking on some lead roles. Basically grew up with her. She's the same age as I am, so the whole Brat Pack, or back in the day, they were all about my age. So good to see them doing a little bit of shining again. This one was another one of those movies where it's sort of like Maleficent. No, that's not the one I'm thinking of. Malignant. Oh, I don't know, the one with the chick who has her brother on her head, and yeah, is it Malignant? I think that's what it was. I can't remember. But you have to enjoy body horror, and I'm not the biggest fan of body horror, but this one was okay. Sometimes I think body horror is just a little on the silly side. The next one that I picked up, and the last of the horror-esque, action-y kind of movies, is VHS Beyond. I have not watched this one. I don't have Shudder, so I have not seen it. But I own all the other ones, all the other VHS's movies, no matter how bad they are or good they are. But yeah, so this one, I will let you know what I think. I say that, but you never know with me. I might be on again, I might not. It's just one of those points in my life right now. So the next one I bought is one because I love the play. I've seen the play a few times, mainly in Chicago. I never saw it, like if it was on Broadway, I didn't see it there, but I did see it in Chicago a couple times and in St. Louis a couple times. So, and that is Wicked. I love me a musical, as long as it's well made. If it's one of those silly, cartoony, not so much. But or Cats. Did anybody watch Cats? The one they made into a live. That was awful. I love the play too. I've seen that one several times, actually, on Broadway in New York. So, but yes, pretty much the same. Looking forward to watching this. I did go see this at the theater. Actually, the only one so far that I have not seen in the theater is this one, because it was on Shudder. But yeah, all right. So those are my 4 legit movies. I picked up from Bull Moose. I'm trying to get into some of the other ones that I missed along the way, that when I kind of stepped away from life in general. So there'll be some not so new movies. They'll be new to me, not so much new to you. A lot of you may have already picked them up. And I still kind of keep up with Stinky Tuna because, to be quite honest with you, I don't care if they're burnt. I don't care, how they're made. I don't care as long as it's kind of Blu-ray-ish and the quality is good, and theirs is good. So, a couple movies that I've wanted for a long time on Blu-ray and missed out, or they were just never released. And one of them is an old horror movie called The Fury. This is kind of a fun, mind gamey movie. It has Kirk Douglas in it. For those of you who are 12 and under, Kirk Douglas was a big time actor back in the 50s and 60s, and his son Michael Douglas was big in the 70s, 80s, and 90s. Yep. And then another little hunky guy, his name is Andrew Stevens. His mom was Connie Stevens, who was famous, and he was famous for about 10 minutes. He did okay in the 70s. He had a couple of good movies. One of my favorite being The Massacre at Central High. If you have not seen that movie, they actually used my copy of a VHS to make parts of that movie with, because they couldn't find a good unused, and I had 3 copies of it. I had 2 that were unsealed, and then one that I used to watch all the time. So yep, they sure did. And they even put a little sleevey thing when it was first released as a steelbook that had my name on there. So yay, I'm famous. All right, next movie that I watched, or that I picked up, was Stay Alive. I don't know why this movie got so much crap. It's not a great movie. Actually, The Fury is not a great movie. It's just a fun movie. Any of the movies that I talked about so far, apparently Demi Moore is better than I thought she was, because she's winning awards left and right. But yeah, none of them are. These are earth changing. Although Wicked is good. A lot of times when they try to make musicals into movies, they tank because there's just, the magic isn't there. Really, the only other one was Grease 1, the original Grease. That one went over pretty well. And then there have been a couple here and there. West Side Story, not the remake, but the original. There's been a couple. Music Man, if you're into that. But yeah, so yeah, this is not the best movie in the world. It stars that little dude from Malcolm in the Middle, who races cars now. And it's all about these people who basically get pulled into this online game with a horror theme, and they have to stay alive and not die in a basically a video game kind of way. So yep, I enjoyed that one. I've watched that quite a bit at one point. It's been a while though, so I thought they released it on Blu-ray. I'll pick it up, check it out. And this one sounds completely goofy as hell. It's another Shudder original. This one didn't get a big time release, so Stinky Tuna was like, yeah, we got this. And it's called Daddy's Head. So, Daddy's Head. It's not a porno. It's a horror movie. And it just kind of sounded interesting to me. Basically, a boy and his widowed stepmother find themselves in fear for their lives after they are visited by unexplainable creatures which appear to mimic the boy's recently deceased father. Yeah, sorry, it's dark. The print sucks, and I'm half blind. Not really, just lying. All right, so the last thing I'm going to show today is I actually decided to try Horror Pack again. I stopped quite a while ago, just because it seemed like I was getting stressed out trying to watch all the movies, and then it seemed like I didn't really like a lot of the stuff that I got. And some, of course, we all get duplicates, but if you own a lot of stuff, and sometimes, like, if you're just a collector and you don't really care so much that you watch them all, you know, because let's face it, there are some people that just collect to collect, not just movies, but everything. So I stopped. But watching Martinez, Joe, and Marie, they get theirs every month. So you know, just kind of watching that. Well, I don't know what I did to those scissors, but yeah, I thought let's give it a try again. It may not last long, so it may not be a regular spot on my show if I continue. But yeah, let's go ahead and give it a try. I used to kind of like, there were so many people that used to do the, you know, their unboxings or whatever, but I don't see it too much anymore. All right, so this is actually one I don't have, and actually one that I might have considered being kind of interesting. Who knows? I think it's a vampire movie, if I'm not mistaken. It's called Blood and Chocolate. So I would think the blood part and the fact that he kind of looks like a vampire makes it kind of a vampire movie. I really don't know any of these people. I do like the girl's name. Her name is Agnes. Agnes Bruckner. Oliver Martinez, and Hugh Dancy. So we'll see. I may or may not watch it. Just saying. Sometimes I just spend money because I ain't got nothing else to do. Okay, so this is probably, yeah, this is the exclusive, the horror pack exclusive, which I never really cared about. I know a lot of people have been doing this since the beginning, so they have every single one. You know, there were some that they released that I thought was awful. That one stupid rabbit one, bunny rabbit, or Easter rabbit one, whatever it was. Some of my friends out there who do YouTube know which one I'm talking about, because I just like, what is this all about? Why are you making me watch this stupid shit? But no, this one is called Bad Dreams. It's 105, exclusive 105. The Best of Nightmares Film Festival from 2024, which of course means nothing to me. For some reason I had this big old, isn't the phone shining like a beacon there? All right, next one, let's see. Oh, well, this kind of goes along with what we're going through here in America. Nazis. Yeah. At the Center of the Earth. Jake Busey and Dominique Swain. Oh, it's a zombie movie, you know. No. If you know me, if you watched me ever before, you know, I don't like zombie movies. I find them repetitive and boring, although even though like 28 Days Later and 28 Weeks Later and Train to Busan are not considered zombie movies, they're infection movies, those were okay. But, you know, everybody loves all them old zombie movies. I'm not one of those everybody. I just thought they were stupid. I mean, they're old, slow people. Move. Get past them. All right, and then the last one, this looks very odd. I guess it's The Scribbler. I guess that's what that's supposed to say. One of the best superhero original movies committed to celluloid. Is it though? Should I have gone back to horror pack? I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But yeah, so I will probably do other kinds of videos because I got a lot on my mind and I'm going to start talking about it. I have spent most of my life being the nice guy, but after the last several months and all the garbage that we are going through right now, I think I got to talk. So we'll see. All right, guys, I will talk to you later. If there are any of these movies that you found enjoyable, let me know. Otherwise, I will talk to you all later.